to episode 67 of the DIPP. DIPP. I go by the name of Ski, a.k.a. Filipino Grigio, a.k.a. Mr. Cozywear. Here with both of my co-hosts, my confidants, my guys, my co-defendants, my all that good shit. I got my man Sport playing all fields and all courts, a.k.a. Hefe Horn, Chapel with the cheeks down at the behind, Chaplin at the back end. I also got my man Hev Hefner, a.k.a. Canary Hev, a.k.a. Humbly Hev, a.k.a. Mr. Hev, a.k.a. the 41-year-old phenom, Hev Nowitzki. How we feeling? I feel good.
Tired, man.
I got good energy today. I'm good.
I'm glad you got
That's
it.
good.
Y'all don't got the energy?
I'm glad we pie.
Yeah.
We here.
I'm rested.
We got a lot.
I ain't
We got
rested.
some business.
I am
We
tired.
got some business situated. We got some things situated, so I feel better about that.
Right.
Oh yeah. Shit working out.
We ain't leave us off bad and bougie, like you know.
Who got a little bit of bad booty?
Yeah,
I look like I left off bad
I
booty?
know the episode come out a little late last week, but we ain't get left off bad and bougie.
My man was trying to edit the perfect episode because we didn't want to cut some shit because it was funny as shit. So we had to do the best with it. Y'all
Tune
gotta
in
watch
66.
that shit.
66 was funny as shit. We had a good old fucking time.
That was fucking funny, man.
66, we had a good old fucking time.
And it aired, recording today. So
the
aired on
audio
Sunday.
dropped on Friday.
So,
Sunday, y'all should
yeah.
be seeing the visual. Yeah. So it's gonna be a jam-packed week.
It is going to be a jam-packed week. Yep.
Y'all want more of the dip? Y'all about to get a lot.
Don't say that because we not recording. We not recording 2 weeks in a 2
Man,
weeks.
we lie to him all the time anyway. It's another lie going on.
Definitely told him it'd be out at 12. That shit came out like 3 days later. At 12 though, so but let's get into what we got on tap today. What's the vibes?
Let's see what we got. We got a lot of shit going on actually. Let's go with Jeezy and his fascination.
Fascinating.
Well, first of all, Jeezy just dropped the album. What was that? Last week? This week?
Yeah.
Last week.
Last week.
It's double disc?
I don't know because it's two discs. It's two albums.
Oh, all right.
But the first album got like 25 songs, and the next album got like 15 or 10.
What is it like? I don't know. Is it Taylor like trap shit, and one is like whatever his name is, the real estate mogul and stuff
Don't
like
give
that?
me the line. I listened to a little bit of the first John, and that was it. That one song though, I do like the "Don't Cheat." Real niggas don't cheat.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you like that song?
Huh? Yeah, I like it.
Duval did
You don't like it?
Fascinating.
Duval did that, but all right.
Definitely did that.
Duval said black men don't cheat. He said real niggas don't cheat. It's a difference
How
between
didn't
real
Duval
niggas.
go platinum off of that song? That
It
song
went
was
platinum?
it should have.
Oh yeah, it was a banger. I ain't gonna lie, I had it on my playlist.
He had a couple songs on that little Duval run he had. Smile, bitch.
Smile.
Smile, bitch.
I'm
He
living
had
my best life.
Yeah.
That was a banger.
Hot Boys running, the City Boys running. He had 3 hits. I don't think a lot of people had 3 hits.
Yeah, no. We need. I want to look at the counting. I want to look at the numbers again.
Yeah,
I feel like Duval had 3 platinum hits on his hands.
Yeah, he definitely should have won.
And they hating on Duval because he's a comedian. That's what it is.
Yeah, he should at least won.
Got some hits, but yeah. So with the Jeezy joint, he's had a sit down right with
Nia Long.
Jesus.
You see Nia Long on her birthday, she was
Jesus
looking
Christ. That's what I
whatever
just
that
seen
was.
when I said her name.
Yeah,
it was
that's
like,
the first thing
that shit
came
popped up
in
in
my
my head. Like
I was like,
I watched that shit like 100
like my
times.
young boy. My young boy was like,
That shit had me like,
I ain't gonna lie, that the whole interview seemed like it was like one long section of Dirty Mackin done by Jeezy. Like I felt like it was
he was trying to get her.
I think it was like Udoko this like the whole time. I find that fascinating because I say this is my saying. This is my men don't cheat. Real men don't cheat.
definitely the single promo. That's what it kind of felt like. I'm back on the streets.
He said, man, she said, I could believe that. She
So
said, I
she
could
cheated on
believe
him
that.
though. That's the rumor. What?
She cheated on Dogo?
Jenny.
Oh, Jenny.
Yeah.
He said he was.
He
cheating?
said they had a song. It's a song on the album. He talk about it.
Yo, just tell me.
we gotta listen to this.
Just tell me.
I ain't gonna lie, this might be the first
I'm
Jeezy
tired of
album
this
that I
shit.
wasn't really like. I wasn't hyped to hear this shit.
No, I've been out on Jeezy for a little while. Like
His
he ain't
last-
even come with the whole. Like usually the whole single get you.
Man, the whole
Even
single,
Hov wasn't supporting this shit.
Ever since he got married to Jeannie
been
Mae,
different.
I really haven't
He
been
been different.
checking for Jeezy.
People on.
I like ignorant ratchet,
Yeah.
snowman Jeezy,
No,
like
this
that
is,
Jeezy.
Jenkins, whatever his name is.
Something Jenkins.
This ain't Jeezy no more.
I'm gonna tell you on the third song on the album. Pussy, just tell me. All right? Don't waste my time.
I think he did say something about it. I don't fucking know.
Like, I can appreciate, the growth and all that. That's cool, but it's not who I want.
I mean,
that's not who I want.
They said that about Hove too. Because when Hove grew, people wanted the trap Hove again.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't.
But Hove was still good at like growth. Hove is still a good version of.
But the biggest growth Hove 444. Y'all said that's his worst album.
I don't say that.
People.
What's
do.
the name say that? Some people say that because they.
Who said that? Somebody said
Yard
that.
Said that because it is too much growth on it. Yard said you want their gutter shit.
But Jeezy, you just I don't think
like you still gotta have the hits though.
Yeah, the hits ain't there.
Like you could find a growth way of making a hit. Like
and then he left the machine. Like he ain't with Def Jam no more. It was his first album without Def Jam. Not that I don't even know if Def Jam's still prevalent, but
Ross said I left Def Jams when I maxed out.
Yeah, but this is his first album off Def Jam. So,
but how was the interview? Like, you think they was both getting off like they've been in a similar situation?
Wait, did y'all watch it? You watched it?
I watched parts of it. I ain't watched the whole thing.
How long was it?
Did she get into her shit? Like,
hell no. He said he watched parts.
You know what gets me about this shit though? Like when I start seeing like the finest women cheat, then maybe it ain't just like a thing. Maybe just all men do that shit though. Like maybe it's just in our DNA. You ever think of that? Like if Beyonce got cheated on, Nia Long got cheated on, like all these motherfuckers get cheated on. Like when women just gonna come to the realization that like it's a part of like men DNA. Because when we think about, and that's a whole nother subject, but when you think about it, we are the only mammals that's like that's supposed
faithful?
To be monogamous. Everybody else have sex and have multiple partners and do that just to reproduce.
Yeah,
like we and I get what they say when they say like, yo, you supposed to be better than animals or whatever like that. Our minds more developed than that. But we're the only like men alpha, like men male sex that's supposed to like be like monogamous. But everybody else in like the animal kingdom just run around with a bunch of women. Like
I think pretty women got shit with them too. They might got more shit than anybody.
Well, that was what I was going to say.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, they got a lot of shit with them. Like a lot of like they feel like they supposed to be treated a certain way. I don't know what it is about pretty women, but it might push a nigga to do some crazy shit.
I get that too.
Because you got Halle Berry.
Not even just some crazy shit. Just I'm fucking tired.
I'm tired of you. Yeah,
it don't gotta
do
be
this girl that don't talk as much, that don't do this. Yeah.
I think it's just the concept of relationship. That's what it is. I think that wear everybody out. I don't give a fuck how good you look. The concept of being in something with somebody and sharing, like, and have to like make like together decisions and stuff like that. I think eventually that culminates to you just like, I'm tired of this shit.
Well, we also
run you to somebody else.
We also live in this era of accessibility, so it's everything is at just our fingertips where we think we could get something better.
But cheating's coming in.
It ain't nothing but a DM.
Yeah, but cheating comes in so many forms though, where people just look at it like it's guys that cheat that do like that's not physical with a woman, but they got work bay and you talking to another woman at your job that you're not talking to, like you wouldn't talk to your wife, or you opening the door for this woman at your job and you cooking her food, but you don't do none of that shit for your wife.
Yeah.
It's cheating in a different form, but I feel like a lot of people do it. Some people when I cross the bridges of like actually having sex with a person, but I think it happens a lot. Like, I think it happens in a lot. I think it's just like,
I come to the realization that I think, and this might be an unpopular decision, I think women cheat more than men. Let me go ahead and put that out there.
I think just as much.
Or just as much. I just think that they so low key with their shit, and then men, we so busy trying to hide our shit that we don't even recognize that they doing this shit.
They better at it than us. Because I think
a lot of women cheat more than some men.
I think the worldwide narrative is that men do it, and women do it. So I think men are oblivious to women are doing it. Like so, it's like we just like remove that from our mind. Like we had a conversation a couple days ago. It was like I wouldn't dare pick up my girl phone and go through it because you just don't know what the fuck is in it. You just might be better off not like touching it. Like
I think I mean you're going to find if you go look. It's a saying you go look and you're gonna find
something you don't like
because it'll be something in there that. It's gonna make you think they doing something. It could be like totally innocent, but because you want licking, you got in your mindset that something going on. It's gonna make it look like something going on. So I wouldn't do it anyway. But I've done it before.
But I think the physical part of actually having the physical part of cheating on somebody is the last stage. Like you do
What,
a
for
lot
women
of,
or for us?
for people in general. I think you do a lot of things that's considered cheating.
Right.
Way before you get to the point. Like you don't just meet a person and then y'all have a one night stand. That's not how it really happen all the time. When people cheat, it's always like things.
There's a
like,
build up.
Yeah, it's a build up to it. So I think cheating is like a bunch of stages of shit that people do. Like when you said the stuff that like, yo, if I seen this, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of that stuff, and then it leads to like, all right, we having sex with a person or whatever like that.
Let me ask you this: your girl out, right? They at the bar or whatever, they mingling, whatever they talking, and they, they talking to some guys or whatever. They, conversating or whatever. They buy them drinks or whatever. They exchange, instead of exchanging phone numbers, they exchange Instagrams.
Cheating.
You think that's cheating?
Yeah, it's just like giving them your number.
Because it's still a way to get in
way to
contact.
get to 'em.
Yeah.
It's actually a better way because I can hide it.
Right. You can hide it.
So.
Just shit.
I was having a conversation with a couple coworkers the other day, and we was talking about phone passwords and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And when we were talking about it, I noticed that they were putting in their passcode for their watch.
The Apple Watch.
Yeah, so they were complaining
Separate from your,
so they were complaining about their men having passcodes with their phones, and I was like, well, you have a passcode on your watch.
Right.
Why do you have a passcode on your watch?
Right.
Your watch stays with you all the time. Now your phone, you have a passcode on your phone just in case you might drop it. You leave it somewhere.
Or something.
It's easily lost.
Mm-hmm.
Your watch, you're not going to lose your watch.
Right, because it's on you.
So why do you have a passcode on your watch? And I went to say you're a cheater. And they looked at me like, yo, like I can't believe you just said that to me. But they looked at me like I was right.
Because most likely they was.
I think cheating is something that you grow out of. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it is people that like never done it and stuff like that. But I think the reason why you got so many in like second relationships, people in second relationships, they are more happier in the second person they be with, or because like people cheat, or I think you got so many people who like stick with somebody for a long time and they let them get that shit out their system and then they like settle down.
I was about to say, do you think like nowadays it's like part of a relationship, not like, you know what I'm saying, like not part of a relationship, but like it's not uncommon. You know what I mean? Like it's not like if somebody cheating on you, be like nowadays it's like
This is just a trial.
yeah,
that everybody has to go through.
everybody go through that. Like
I think it depends on how long you've been together with a person. If you've been together with a person for like 20 years, I don't think that's the only person you've been with.
Yeah.
I think it's a window to it. Like year one, a motherfucker might cheat on you, then they realize how serious they getting, and then it's like, oh, I'm not doing that no more.
I wonder if it's even possible.
I think anything within 5, honestly.
Yeah.
Anything within 5 years of relationship, I can kind of say.
Being cheated on, or
Yeah.
like, yeah, I guess so.
Because within that, like, I think like that.
So you excuse it within 5 years?
Not excused, but I'm not excusing it, but I just feel like it's more common.
Yeah.
And it's I don't want to say understandable, but I could see it happening. Anything after that 5-year period, y'all need to just break up.
Yeah.
If you're that unhappy.
Yeah, I get that. So.
Because you know how like marriages, they say they got that like the 7-year slump.
Yeah, 7.
I think within that 5 years, you should decide if you want to get married or not.
Yeah.
And anything after that, it's just like, and for some people, 5 years might be a long time. Because, women, they just run on a different clock than men.
Right.
Women want to get married within 6 months. So, like, with men, they just take a little bit more time, I guess. And if you're patient enough to deal with that man, I kind of see it. But, yeah, anything within that 5 years, I feel like it's a little not understandable, but common.
I agree.
Yeah, but like I just said all that just to say, like, when you see Nia Long, like you can hear 100 men in the room say, "I would never cheat on her." Mduka or whatever, he crazy, and like that just Jay-Z, I would never cheat on Beyonce.
Oh,
that shit is like
I don't feel that way.
Very common.
I don't feel that way because you 50.
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's who is it at this point? Because who else has she been with? She's been with Amar Udoka. When she with? No, that's not Erica. That's Halle Berry. Halle Berry's another one though.
Cheating on all her niggas cheating on her.
Yeah.
Something wrong with her. I'm convinced.
Something wrong with her too.
All her niggas cheating on her.
Like it can't be the men at this
something
point.
Yeah.
You like it can't be the men at this point. You can't sit here and say it's the men at this point.
Why
But
is
the
it
boy
that,
said
though,
she ain't like sex though.
Yeah, I hear that a lot though too.
I heard Halle Berry didn't like sex.
I hear that a lot.
didn't
That
enjoy
women's sex drive like plummet real fast, faster than men.
What? At what age?
No, the older they get, this
it goes up.
It
yeah, but I'm saying at that 30 window, I hear a lot of like guys and friends be like, they such and such just don't want to have sex. Not like they wanted to in their 20s.
Maybe in this
and it might spike later on, but
maybe in this era, because I always hear that this era of adults, or well, we're adults. I don't know why I put quotations. We're adults. We're so stressed out about other things that we really don't even acknowledge wanting sex, or we just don't want sex because we got a lot of shit going on compared to.
No, that's real shit.
And you got to think that like, so the clock is accelerating on a lot of people, because when you start talking about that, like, all right, women used to have sex, like a lot of sex when they got older, but that's because they started having sex in their 20s. Now they having sex in they teens. So if you 15, 16 fucking, by the time you hit 30, you might be fucked out at 30. It's possible. With a guy though, you might not never be fucked out. Like that might be a thing. So I think that clock is just like started earlier, and that window probably closed a little earlier, because we just, not men or women, just people in general, just have sex at a way younger age than you used to back in the day.
Shit, what's the broad that's like 40 something shit virgin? The joint from Insecure.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of another saint.
I can't.
But she, you know what kills me about her though? Cause she's saying that like that shit stressing her out though. It's like
that she not having it.
Yeah,
and she said she got like pent up energy.
She got like pent up energy and all, especially when she doing sex scenes and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What are you holding on to that?
You
for?
having
like,
sex? I know you getting horny in the motherfucker.
Know that Uchi wet. I just know
that shit probably crazy. Hey, you like? Oh.
But I think it's like.
I mean, I wish imagine doing the sex like, what's that on my leg?
You still got to pop a cherry. Like,
her cherry,
her cherry ain't get popped.
That shit gonna come out brown. Cherry.
I'm sure
cherry
she I mean,
what?
She broke her hymen right now. Though. Playing with it at least.
No, if you're not gonna do nothing, then she ain't gonna do nothing. Then. Like,
you don't think so?
What do you think women do when they masturbate? Huh?
What you mean?
They play with their clit. What are you talking about? They
got dildos.
No, all right, but a lot of them play with their clit though. That's what they do.
She had a dildo, bro.
But they rather play with their clit though.
Yeah, I know that. But a lot of them stick dildos in it too.
What kind of dildo you think she using? Huh?
Hopefully, I don't know. I don't
the
know.
Loch Ness monster, like
listen,
you think she popped her own cherry? Goodness gracious!
Things.
Damn, but do she really still need her cherry pop? Do at the like 21, that should just go.
That cherry soggy now. Oh, yeah, that cherry like the cherry they put on top of Chick-fil-A milkshakes.
But if you see, that's a cheater though. Like, that's a cheater though. Like if you going be a virgin, be a virgin. Don't do nothing. Like that shit ain't a real virgin.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's like people say they don't have sex and then they dick or masturbate all day.
Yeah,
like
you still get it off.
Yeah, you still getting off.
You just ain't penetrating nothing.
Yeah. You have sex with yourself.
Yeah, you fucking yourself.
Fucking the shit out of yourself. That's a wild joke. I ain't been fucking nobody but myself.
That was on some shit.
But let's get back. Let's get back on topic. We went on a tangent.
Wait
up before we get done this, since we already talking sex. Why the word ebony associated with with black porn? Can we update that? Like,
what you want it to be?
I don't know, but like, can we go Keisha or something? Can we go Keisha at this point? But why ebony is associated with black porn?
You want it? All right, so let's get into it. What is it? Delaware, right?
Yeah, Delaware.
Delaware's starting a new. Well, they're going to be prototyping a new alert for instead of the Amber Alert whenever somebody black is missing or a black girl or a young child is missing, they're gonna call it the Ebony Alert. Because did they mean the name or the category? That is because it could be a name.
But ebony is associated with black. Anything,
but
black
somebody's
Ebony
name could be Ebony though.
Yeah. Oh, so like Amber Alert,
Ebony Alert.
Nobody else has a name that suffice for like a race of people though. Like this shit is crazy to me. Like. You don't say Johnny and be like, all right, well, that mean white people. Like, you say Ebony and you just assume that, like.
Wait, do they mean, so when they say Amber Alert, is it like Amber White?
It was a little girl named Amber.
No. But you don't associate.
They talk about oils.
Yeah, that's what they talk about. Oh, shit, they next level. They talking about school heels and they say Amber White.
The Amber Alert from the girl they had missing a while ago. Her name was Amber.
Was she white, though?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Man, don't let that go over your head. I'm woke.
Yeah. I don't think we need to do this though, because I feel like a lot of people would be like, Ebony up. That's it.
Don't all alerts
Don't
matter?
worry about it.
Don't all alerts matter?
Yeah. Like, why we got specified like if it's
She's
don't
probably
worry
at
about her.
Jamal house.
Probably's in the projects.
She's probably at one of them.
Can you imagine the
cookouts.
state trooper seeing this alert like, it's just an Ebony Alert?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's going to be.
That's what it's
That's what I feel like it is. Like, I feel like it's
Fucking Ebony's.
to let people know, like,
Not one of them
don't look
Ebonys.
for her. Like, this
We
is
need
fucked
to
up.
upgrade on the Ebony Alert. Like, we got to find another name for that, for Ebony. Like, even in the porn, I'm tired of
Onyx.
looking for Ebony in the joint. Just
Ebony,
call
mature
it something
Ebony.
else. Yeah, mature Ebonies. Ebony threesomes.
Ebony aunt
Ebony
comes over.
BBW.
Yeah,
Ebony
BBW.
BBW. Why are we calling this female name a whole race of black women like Ebony? Call it the Michelle Obama or something.
Yeah. They could say Obama.
The Obama alert is crazy.
That'd be wild, right? No, we can't do Obama alert.
But no other race has a name that specify a whole like
I know that's crazy.
like a whole, what would you call that, like demographic of people like.
But it could be a name though. Is what I'm saying. Like it could be somebody's
Could be a
name.
girl named
So was
Ebony.
the first girl that did porn was Ebony. The first black girl they had in the scene was named Ebony.
No,
That's what
I'm
they
saying the alert. It could have been a little girl
He's
that was
still stuck on
listening
the
named
category.
Ebony.
I'm talking about gender. I'm just talking about why
We
they
still
keep
talking
using
about
this.
porn.
I'm not just talking about porn though, but why
But why
everybody
Ebony
use
then?
Ebony is for black? Like,
We gotta look it up. Where that Ebony shit come
yeah, it
from?
was the first. Well, I do keep going back to porn though. It was the first black chick that
I'm here
did porn.
talking about
Ebony.
They had the
Alert.
song Ebony and Ivory though.
But I don't think that's a good. I thought
Michael
it was a good
Jackson.
idea at first, but now I don't think, because a lot of them troopers gonna be
Gonna
like,
look at
You
it.
gonna look at their
like,
phone and put it down.
just a fucking Ebony. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ebony.
A lot of people do, like, that's been a thing now, all this diversity and inclusion and how it's been working, and like society in general these days. And I know this is like from my job, like it's actually like been like working like backwards, because it's kind of like a reverse like segregation. So you like grouping
With
up all
inclusion,
the,
they're
inclusion,
they're giving you
making-
a separate category, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah.
it's like segregation. Yeah.
So
I
like,
agree.
and the inclusion office, it just be like all black people in there, and it's like, so you like you making a group for them,
yeah.
but you also alienate them from people,
from
so you
other
create
people,
more
yeah.
segregation and
Right.
stuff like that. So that's a weird space, like America's in general. But I mean, Delaware the same state that lets you get drunk if you in the passenger seat. So
What do you think the Ebony Alert is going to be? Like when you hear it on your phone, do you think it's going to be like a song? Like Earth, Wind, and Fire or something?
tilt that thing up, mommy, make it roll.
Knuck if you buck.
Yeah.
Knuck if you,
If you,
Hey, you don't give a fuck. We don't give a.
yo, they play Duck. Damn, it's another.
Damn.
It's another Ebony missing. Knocking your butt just came on.
It's another damn Ebony.
Another Ebony gone.
But I mean, anything that's pro saving lives and stuff like that.
I'm for
You
it.
ever recognize the car on the Amber Alert?
No. I don't
You
be
be
looking
looking?
though. No, I'm about to say,
I look.
You look for real?
Yeah, I look. I'll be like silver.
I
do.
never
They
look
be
for
like
the
so
car.
like a silver Camry. I started looking for silver.
There's always
cars.
something silver too. It's always a silver.
It is
car.
always or a
silver
truck,
Corolla.
yeah, or something. Yeah.
silver SUV.
No, it's never in between. It's like it's never like a 4-door in between car, like a Fusion. It's always like a Corolla or a truck.
Or a truck, yeah.
When I see somebody steal a Corolla, I'm like, damn, you took the kid and the car, because ain't no men driving in no Corolla. Like, you had to steal both.
Oh, your life just that fucked up. Anyway, while we was on the topic of categories of porn, Tisha Campbell recently went through her deceased father's house, went through his room, I guess, and
Found the stizash.
found a stash of Scorno collection.
Man, that shit
She had
had
gloves on too.
That was nasty work.
and she put it all. She put him all on blast. Like
That was nasty.
she gonna say, "I wonder why my dad didn't get rid of this TV." He had the dual joint with the,
Oh, yeah, the old
the
school.
tape and the DVD joint.
That's for just for.
Ooh, that shit happened
If
to
a
me though.
motherfucker still got a DVD player,
Yeah,
they got pornos. Yeah. He got a collection. He just won't give up.
I ain't gonna lie, she ain't to put that shit on
She
Front
didn't have
Street,
to put
though.
on blast though.
Yeah,
That shit happened to me when I left my the kids' house with my my baby mom or whatever.
yeah.
I had my little stash in the basement. My kids found the stash. And they're like, Dad, what's all these
That was
joints?
gold when you found the stash.
She's like, what's all these Jones? It don't have no picture, nothing. It just say names and shit.
They mixtapes. Don't worry about it.
Mixtapes, don't worry about it.
Dad, what's this? Ebony Ebony big butts. I'm like, don't worry about that. But where they at though? Did y'all get rid of them? Y'all
Bring
throw them
them
away.
Jones to me.
Just bring them over one
Yeah,
day.
beating in a time machine.
Some hits on there. I gotta play that shit.
And I had them in the basement. Go down to the basement. I'm down here.
Somebody down here.
No, they threw them away there. I'm like, damn, why y'all throw them Jones away? I could have brought them to me.
That's crazy though. Like to see that people used to have like a big time porn
But
collection.
That's probably one of his biggest fears, though. Think about it. Like when you die, you know you got some shit that you don't want people to find.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? The same Navy Yard. Remember I told you about the bulls of the bean pies?
Oh, that's where you got it from.
They would sell pornos too on Friday.
Bean pies, pornos,
Bean
and
pie,
oils.
pornos, all types of shit. Yeah, they sell oils, yeah.
And roots.
And roots.
And
Yeah,
the
them
bootleg.
sticks. Yeah,
And the sticks.
Give me one until lunchtime. Eat a stick and a bean pie. That shit'll get you through your second shift.
They'll
They
whack
really
off
was
when you get
selling
home.
everything, yeah. They had a
Some
loan
wild
shark
ass
out there.
combinations.
He had a slot machine in one of the
What the
trailers.
fuck?
Yo, that shit was different. They was different out there. Shout out
Niggas
to
ain't had no
Navy Yard.
shame though, like just copping the porn. Or yeah, I'm about to get with this. I don't need them, but
It was motherfuckers they giving reviews. No, you gotta watch this joint. I'm telling you, this joint crazy.
They used to give you like,
reviews like
this
yo,
joint crate. Nah, I'm
you
cool.
gotta watch this joint. She got double stuff.
You ever worry? You ever worry about like are you dying? People finding some shit that you
For sure.
Anybody got your passport? Like your
Nah.
anybody? No, like your homies. Anything? Like if anything happened,
passport?
Can somebody get your phone? Like if they needed to.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, you got called T-Mobile.
Fuck. That's it.
No, you gotta give it to somebody though. Cause
No, I don't.
I just thought
Everything
about
in my
that too. Yeah, I don't have
everything
like,
in there, bro.
Cool.
How they gonna get to your stuff?
They not.
My little brother got locked up. I had his phone.
Put my
I
shit
was
in
like, I
the
ain't going
coffin
through
with
that
me.
shit. Yeah, you might as well
Put
put
your
my
shit in the coffin with you?
Yes.
Let me hold my phone like this.
Save all my
Yeah, like
save
a
all my
motherfucker.
news for my son when they get old enough. Pass them down.
Put that shit in the
Save my
cloud.
new
Go in the
save
cloud.
my new locker. Save my new locker. Pass it down to my son.
I remember my daughter did have my password and I was asleep and my baby mom used her to open my
Oh,
shit.
that's corny. Yeah,
I was mad as shit. That was towards the end though.
You just gonna let her do that shit?
I'm like, baby girl, why would you do it? Why would you do it? Yeah,
That's
she would
crazy.
do, and it was the joint.
Oh, the swipe
Yeah,
bill
the
back in the
joint.
day.
You
Yeah, I
do
remember
that.
that.
Yeah. She knew it.
Oh, man.
While I was asleep. I woke up. She like, who the fuck is this? She called girls and everything.
Oh man.
She called girls that I never called though. I only text. So he looking at the phone like,
You ever had to get on the phone and tell somebody that like you had to stop fucking with them?
mm-hmm.
That's a bad conversation.
Yo.
Like, yo, hello? Yeah, me and my baby mom got back together.
Yeah.
You
Don't
fucking
call
up my
me.
life. Yeah,
Don't call me no more.
I'm trying to be a
Don't
family
call me,
man.
don't text me. I
Don't
can't
call
do
me,
this
don't
no more.
text me. Yeah. I'm trying to settle down and raise a family.
You no
Shit like
good
that.
for me.
Yeah.
You know I'm
My
always
homie, look, my homie, not even my homie, somebody I knew. His girl got on his fucking Instagram page. It was made. She made him put up all this shit like he had a problem or something like that. Like, yo, I'm just self-inflicted. I'm addicted to masturbation. I got a sex addiction. I keep sleeping with prostitutes. I'm like, damn, you done made her put all that. You gonna stay with him now? I'm looking at you like you dumb.
I ain't. Yeah, we
I
ain't
keep
doing
hiring.
That's crazy.
I keep hiring hookers.
To make your man embarrass himself so you can stay with him is a wild joint.
Yeah, especially when you look just as stupid.
Just let me delete the thing. I'll delete my Instagram.
Just let me delete all the apps. I get off all that shit.
I ain't
need
doing
to
all
get.
that.
I ain't need to get on that shit anyway. Needed a break anyway.
I ain't doing all that.
That's a wild joint. he keeps getting hookers. Like, why would you like man business like that?
Yeah.
Why would you tell him business like that? Yeah.
Oh,
That's a wild joke. But I don't have no
his whole character just cause.
I don't have no porn. I'm not from the porn collection era though. Like I'm a little younger, so I always find my uncle's shit and all that when they had the DVDs and all that.
That's how my shit started. I found my uncle shit like 8 years old.
Keep that shit younger.
I was watching that was back when they had the Harry Bush.
Yeah.
That shit was hairy.
Yo, did somebody show you your first porn? Like my uncle showed me my first porn.
They showed me a joint and I'm running.
I think that's a wild joint too. Like that don't happen these days, but that was like a rite of passage.
Yeah,
like
they showed me a joint and I'm running down on somebody.
Me and my homies.
Remember the internet used to be straight pictures, not videos.
Not videos.
Like the porns used to be like straight pictures.
Yeah. It was just to be like magazines. Like you had to steal a magazine out the store or some shit like that.
I remember I had Web TV. You remember Web TV?
And you would just see pictures.
I had Web TV and I used to look up the porn sites, but it was all pictures. Like it wasn't no videos.
No, but I remember like me and my homies going over my uncle's house and he putting on the porn for us and like, yo, watch this. He like, yo, damn, yo, your uncle cool as shit. Like,
I remember my cousin. Well, my uncle did that. They ran down on some chick, but it was some chicks that we used to hang out. Like,
that was. So you looking at uncle piece and all?
Listen, it was some chicks that we knew from like the trap house we used to be.
Yeah.
It's like damn, like oh shit.
Like, y'all wasn't that young though.
We was like 12, 13.
I
was in the street early. Yeah, but my cousin though, he used to all his joints he used to mess with. He used to tape them.
Yeah,
and he used to like have their names on the DVDs and shit. So we used to go up there and sneak and like look at them. And he used to have some bad bitches. So we'd be looking for the names. Like, yo, he got such and such. We looking into the joint like trying to find her and shit. And we put like I remember one time we finally found the joint. He came home. We had to turn that shit off. Like, damn, like I almost had it.
That's how I had an uncle. My pop was telling me, he was like, man, your one uncle, he a freak. He keep every shorty draws. Like, oh yeah, my uncle, he was a freak like that. My pop told me he would keep everybody draws. Every time he had sex with you, he keep your drawers in like so he had a box full of underwear.
That was
GTD.
Nice.
Yeah, get the drawers.
The drawers.
He got the draw.
Where do you put him in? His shoebox?
Oh yeah, with fucking lottery tickets.
I did that one like before. I was weird. I used to smell them and shit. Every once in a while.
Yeah, you a panty sniffer.
Yeah, like damn, I hit this. Yeah, I hit that. It reminded me of it. I was young though. I was young, man. I used to do some wild shit when I was young.
Super. That boy super freak, man.
Super freaked out. I was young.
Hey, you ever sniffed some panties before?
I used to sniff them.
Sniffed some panties too.
Yeah. I know y'all did.
I said, damn, Chardonnay.
What's that, Dior?
Oh shit.
Dior Sauvage?
Don't let her have a little hair on it.
Yo, what's wrong with you?
Yo, what we got next, man? What we got next? Oh, man.
You out of pocket.
Crazy, man. Y'all see Keke and her baby father?
Yeah, that's a wild situation.
He was whipping her ass.
Yeah.
Was it? All right, go ahead.
It was a bunch of still photos.
No, it looked like he was whipping her
It
ass.
looked like they was tussling over the phone.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean, look, if you really want to prove somebody whooping your ass, you gonna put out the ocular proof for people like to really see that shit. Yeah. So why wouldn't you put out the video?
I just think situations like that is just like it's domestic, is over. Like you know where all this shit stemmed from with the whole Usher shit and before that.
Well, it's probably more to it.
Yeah, you don't think she was gonna? I thought she was gonna ass. Well, I was feeling sorry for her and everything. Like when I seen the stills, I'm like, yo, he whipping her ass. Like she was all over the couch. She was like, yo, that shit look bad, bro.
Yeah, you could tell he grabbed like this.
Yeah.
She went back that way.
But it looked like I said, her hands was like this. Like, granted, she could have been grabbing his wrist.
Yeah.
I ain't a lawyer, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you've tussled over a phone before. You know how that shit look.
I just think that too. I think when you talk about those situations with like domestic, and you know what that stemmed from, the whole like I'm not saying it only started the Usher thing, but that's a part of it.
Yeah, they play.
And I saw that's the brother of the boy who played on
Insecure.
Yeah. So, and I'm see, this where I hate that is like this whole like world is like programmed that once something like that happened, the man is the worst person in the world. Like some of that stuff you gotta wait till everything plays out.
Well, remember the whole Chris Brown Rihanna situation, right?
Yeah.
All we saw was Rihanna's face. Nobody talked about, and all we blamed was Chris Brown, but it was Rihanna even said it was a physical relationship between the both of them. The whole reason why Chris even snapped the way he did was because Rihanna was punching him in his fucking face. You know what I mean? And then I think she threw his phone out the window or something like that. And
all that shit stemmed from the phone.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, it just don't like. It's hard to depict in those situations. Just a lose. I think it's everybody always villainize the man in it, and it's like, oh, he's the worst person. He's just a woman beater, and it's just like that. And then everybody go like damsel in distress with the woman, and it's like that don't always be the case sometimes. Like even in that, like you never seen Keke like even like she wasn't like beat up like Rihanna or nothing like that. So it's like I don't know like who am I to take sides? It's just something that you like kind of like. That's why people tell you like mind your business with that. Like unless it's like going too far with that, it do look like they kind of tussling with a phone, but that easily could be like taking as all right. He was just whooping her ass, and it's like that's not may not be the case at all.
And just to piggyback on what you were saying about how we as a society we always blame the man first. Whenever a woman comes out and says he did this, he has to like it
had to be done.
It had to be done,
exactly.
and we've never like. It never comes across our mind that women lie about things too, and we've had so many instances where women have lied on men as far as rape and physical abuse and everything else.
They just did that with the boy, Majors.
Jonathan Majors. Yeah.
Jonathan Majors, right? Yeah. And we've had a conversation about this, and I said this to y'all before about a situation I was wrong about, but it was a situation before about a domestic situation, and I was like, and y'all said something along the lines of like, I don't believe women or something like that. And what I said was, I have a daughter, right? So whatever she says, I'm going to take into the full scope of things. But I also have a son.
Right.
So I have to understand that men hit women, but women lie on men. So I have to look at it from both perspectives.
Right.
And it's not always right. It plays out how it plays out.
Right.
But I think we just live in this society where the man is always wrong, and it's always villainized in that perspective.
Or is just to piggyback like what you said, or is a bad guy in a situation. It's just two fucking people that's not getting along.
Yeah.
That's going about it the wrong way and breaking up. And
both dead ass wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nobody lives in a space that like is just a tragedy incident that's going on, and two people going through some shit. Like it's always this person got to be right or this person got to be right. And like you always have to pick a side with that, like who you align with, instead of just saying like, damn, that's a fucked up situation that they're going through. Like we could live in a space that like I don't know who right or wrong. I don't know if he was beating the shit out of her. I don't know if she was beating the shit out of him. I don't know what he did. I don't know what she did. But I just know it's a bad situation altogether.
And it's messy. The fact that y'all even putting all this family business, and like the mom is out here. The brother deleted the tweet, but the brother's out here tweeting about the shit that's going on. The mom is out here responding to people. It's like, why are y'all doing all this? If it's supposed to, we've come so far from the era of keep it in the family and family business is family business. Yeah, that everybody has to put everything out on, feels a need to put everything out on social media so everybody can have their say. And
that's because
that curse of social media.
It's like when you it's like it's along the lines of you standing in a crowd and everybody saying that you're wrong when you don't think you're wrong. And it's like at some point you gotta feel like you gotta protect your character, or like at least stand up for your character. Right. And it's like if you don't say nothing, you just let people villainize you and make you out to be the bad guy. So I understand sometimes you be like, yo, you better off not saying nothing. But it's hard if everybody's saying that you beating somebody's ass and you really not, and that's never been your character. Right. Not to say that's not to say with that situation, but I'm just saying in general, when you got millions of people saying something about you that's like really wrong, it's hard for you to just be quiet, like and not say nothing.
But at the end of the day, people on the internet have already made up their mind.
Yeah.
Before they even gotten all the facts, people have made up their mind.
Yeah.
So it's really no point in even arguing or trying to even put your perspective out there.
And I think that's what they do when they release like the pictures and stuff like that, like trying to
to
get
paint the
everybody
picture.
on their
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I say put out the video then.
Yeah.
If it was really that, put out the
out the whole
full video. Don't give me stills of the video. Why would you do that? Yeah. That doesn't show me anything.
That's like the boy Fat Boy SCC. He had the
Yeah.
same situation going on.
He was like tussling over the phone. But I looked at that situation. They made that seem like they blew that out of proportion to me.
Yeah,
because
he ain't never.
Granted, he is stronger than her,
Yeah.
and he kind of like tossed her a little bit. But
he
when you
wasn't
say
beating her
when
the
you
fuck
say
up.
domestic relationship
Yeah.
and stuff like that, they made it seem like he beat our ass, or he like punched her in her face or something
he
like
wasn't
that.
beating
And that's
her.
not the case all the time. And then I think it's just really viewed on who's the male, who's the female in those situations.
A lot of the times I'm using my strength to get you to fuck off me.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that's kind of what it was. Like, get the fuck off me.
Yeah, that's possible. But I just think in all those instances, like nobody, like Hov said, nobody win when the family feuds. So it's like when y'all going through that, it's not the world choice to say, oh, I'm on this side or I'm on that side. It's
It has
just like,
nothing
you
to
know,
do with you. Yeah, right.
it's just a sad situation. Like I'm not here to say that this person is the right person, this person,
Right.
because this person might be right in the physical aspect. They didn't put their hands on nobody,
Right.
but what was done before that or led to that
Yeah.
could make them totally wrong as well. Not one done justifies the other, but they all go into what
Hand in
led to
hand,
the situation. Yeah, so it's like
It's a cause and effect.
yeah, it's
to
cause and
everything.
effect. Yeah, you might not lay a finger on the person, but what you might have did to him that led to something like that, once again, it's not justifiable, but everybody has a part to play in things.
Yeah.
Like it's a rare situation, but ain't nobody just waking up just beating the shit out of
beating the
people.
shit
But when
Just
it comes to
for
men,
sake.
there's never the cause. It's always the effect. It's always just the aftermath of what happened and whatever led up to that point.
Coming from a nigga that got socked a couple times by my baby mom. If I would have went Chris Brown on her, I would have been in jail right now. They would never seen what the fuck she did to be.
And granted, it's never a reason for you to put your hands on a woman.
female. At
I'm
all.
never gonna sit here and validate that. But there's never any reason for people to put hands on people, period.
I'm about to say,
Especially
yeah.
if y'all in a relationship.
And when y'all go through that, it's just not the man is wrong. It's
Right.
just not how it's just laid out. It's just a poor situation. Like, you know, but that's what I keep telling y'all, fucking relationships. I've been saying that all episodes. That shit ain't worth it. Saying that all episode. Another thing was Keith Lee. Y'all saw he was in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
And he was on tour. And
Fuck with boy.
I
never heard of him before.
I did before this.
I did.
I started. You did.
Yeah, I heard him before that.
You're a foodie though. ain't you?
Yeah. So I'd be saving the pages. He used to do just Vegas because he's from the Vegas area.
Yeah.
And then my man, shout out to Keith, he was living in the Vegas area. So when I was gonna go out there, I was saving all the pages that he was or all the restaurants that he was talking about on TikTok. And then now
That's what
I guess
I've been
he's on
doing
his nationwide tour. So he recently just visited Atlanta. Apparently the Atlanta food scene is a shit show.
I think a lot of them are though. I think not just
Nah.
Atlanta. I think just period.
Atlanta is extensive though.
Yeah.
Like 2-hour waits. They have like specific rules about what you can like what
What day you could take out? And
yeah,
order.
if you
I
can't
got
take
that.
out some restaurants, the gratuity rate, you can't have certain parties, like stuff like that.
Boy said you ain't come here for the service. You came here for the food. That's what the one boy said.
I mean,
And
I think a lot of times you have like where these people have staple stores where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to go to this place. So you got people traveling all around the world to get to this
come
one
here.
restaurant, and it's a tourist attraction, and it doesn't like seat the people that it should.
Right.
So you have like crazy outlandish rules and all that. You can make those demands when you create your audience. Like just like that's no different than saying like, oh, why Jordan only drop a certain amount of pair of sneakers because he can.
Right,
So that's
right.
the same thing. I could tell you that I don't deliver on Saturdays because I have that bigger demand. Don't make it right, but that's just the premises of it.
well, as far as like okay, so accessibility behind like takeout and stuff like that, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Charging $1 for a packet of syrup is bullshit.
Yeah, that
You
is
got me
bullshit.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But they can. That's the thing.
Can
Is it
y'all though?
additional syrup or is just if
When
you
I
want
know-
syrup,
when I know you-
it's $1.
It's probably additional.
Yeah,
I hope it's
'cause-
additional.
I don't
you
know.
should come one
From what I-
pack free.
Cracker Barrel gives me a fucking bottle of
glass,
syrup, a
yeah,
glass
yeah,
bottle
a
of
glass,
syrup, and
yeah.
don't charge me $1 for no fucking
Yeah.
syrup.
But I think that's all like these not the places that's like just these are the places that's like high tourist attraction places. So you dealing with you don't have a regular volume of patrons that's coming to see it. It's like you always dealing with excessive amount of people. So you always dealing with a million people. So I get that.
Right.
I do like his approach to it though, that he goes into it like humble,
a regular
like
person,
regular person, don't ask for no special.
Well, he sits there and says like I'm not anybody. Honestly, you know what I mean. It's just.
But he is though, like
Well, he
you
tries
asking
to
for them
make
not
himself.
you asking for them not to treat you special, but
they
you
know
are
who
special.
is.
And then it's not a matter of I think where he took wrong that people was upset with him critiquing it. I don't think they was upset with that. I think they just was upset because the shit didn't go the way they wanted to.
Well, I think
For some people, because other people, they business is booming.
Yeah, I get that, and it's like this is people liability. They lifestyle. That's how they pay their bills.
Yeah.
So some people was like, I'm upset because it did fail. I might not just be upset with Keith Lee. I'm upset with a couple people about the situation.
I think Ocho Cinco had something to say about it too. Was it Ocho?
Yeah, because they was creating like this false narrative that he was going in there and just burning down the places.
I think once
Like-
he
like-
realized what he actually does, and it was
Yeah,
Did he
because
apologize?
The narrative,
he apologized.
He did? Oh,
yeah.
because the narrative on
He actually said he would go on tour with him and do some stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
the narrative on the internet and on Twitter and X or whatever was that
He only do negative.
he just go there and they fuck up your restaurant. Don't invite Keith Lee to your shit because it's gonna be fucked up. And that was the narrative, but that wasn't the case.
Here's another thing though, and this may not be a popular opinion, but small businesses feel like they're exempt to criticism. Like if you own a small business, I just have to support you. I can't say anything wrong about you. I can't have any negative comments about what you do. I can't have any criticism because you put your all into this idea of you put your all into entrepreneurship, and I have to just accept the fact that this is your way of how you eat, and I can't say anything else about it.
But that's not realistic because everybody's not going to like everything.
Everybody have a level of critique. I think sometimes two people though, where you get this false like approach to thing is like, all right, well you might see a McDonald's commercial, right? And you know that Big Mac that you go get from McDonald's not gonna look like that. It's not shocking to you, but when you go into these restaurants that like glamour up the TikToks and all that, when you go in there, if that burger don't look perfect, oh my gosh, they're false advertisements. So you get this false narrative, but like these big chains foods do it to you all the time. They'll spend 3 hours to take one picture of a burger, and when you go in there, it's smashed up and fucked up, and nobody complains about it.
Well, here's the difference. You're talking about fast food. When I go to a small business or a restaurant, like that kind of restaurant where they have the ability to put more care into their product.
But it's on a fast food turnstile where you a high level tourist attraction and you sitting in there for probably 45 minutes at the time and you leaving. Like we not just talking about, I'm not justifying nothing with the small business. I'm just saying general, like they are seeing a high volume, almost similar to a fast food place because they are tourist attraction, people coming from out of state to come see there. So they level of volume of customers they might get on a daily basis is not just a land of natives. So I do believe that everything they do is a little skewed because I'm not just dealing with the people that's from here. I'm constantly dealing with people that's coming out of town, and the expectations is through the roof because they saw a TikTok. So, but like, and I think too, a lot of times we go into black business just hoping that is horrible. Like that negative like narrative, like, oh, this can't. 9 times out of 10, you have a person going there and they say something negative about a place. It's rare that I think somebody go into a place that they saw something on TikTok, they ate there, and they said it was outstanding. Like that, I think that's rare. That's rare that happens. Because I think people just like, I tell my mom for
I will speak like to the casual person because I really enjoy going out to eat and stuff like that. So if I feel like what's being served is outstanding, I'll say it's outstanding. I never go into a place looking to critique it in a negative light. Right. I'm always hoping for the best out of where I go to. That's just me. But then you have the casual people who are just going to like everything that they do. Oh, why they use plastic silverware? Why they do this? Why they do that? Oh, I wouldn't make it like this. But you don't even fucking cook. Right. So like
they go in the restaurant. Let's see what all the hype about.
Yeah,
that's a negative like narrative that I don't think.
Not that I wouldn't enjoy the experience of the food being served to me. I want to see what the hype is.
I want to see what the hype about, and I'm going there with the negative, with the notion that everything's not going. Yeah, it's not going to meet my expectations, and I think that's where it's set in there. Yeah. But I think his approach to it, to get back to him, how he went about it, I think it was a real dope way of going in there, and like he sent people in, and anybody can treat somebody good when they know they coming.
Right.
To get a raw, like authentic, like experience from a place, and then them to be mad that he told you the truth. Like, yo, when you didn't know that somebody special was coming here, you treat everybody like shit. Y'all need to work on y'all customer service.
Right.
And that's point blank period. If you get upset with that, then you should be upset with your people that work there.
If Keith Lee came to Philly, where would you send him to?
That's a good question.
I
don't know.
Probably
To critique. No, actually, no. I don't want to fuck nobody business. Where would you send him to?
I would send him here. I would send him to.
Man, that's a good question.
Well, what's the name place is open? I think that's a good place to send him. That cheesesteak bar.
Yeah,
That'd be a good place.
Have you
I
been
heard
there?
people went there. I ain't been there yet.
I want to go. I do want to go there.
It's kind of small. I saw that it was small.
We'll talk about pop. We should it up though.
I'll tell you one thing. I went somewhere last night and I had to wait 2 hours, hour and a half for a burger.
Where?
You could say where.
I went to the loft in Mania.
2.5 hours?
It was like an hour and a half. We waited. The hookah burned out. We finished our drinks. All I ordered was a burger, bro.
What they was cooking on the former girl?
I don't know what happened. She kept saying she don't want to give you a messed up burger. They wound up giving me other food to accommodate me while I waited.
There goes some fries.
They gave me salmon rolls
all right.
and fries. Yeah.
I just think a lot of people don't have what's the name experience though.
This is so. By the time the burger came, we was ready to leave, so I took it and went home. But the burger was good as fuck. It was good as shit when I finally got it. It was so good. It was a good ass burger.
We got
but it took an hour and a half.
Best burger you had?
Not the best burger I had, but it was really
It's up there. Okay, that's what's up.
That's how I went to what's the one on Front and Chestnut, Amina's or something like that.
Amina's, yeah.
I went there and you
liked
do
it.
have to temper your expectation though because you think it looked like how it look on TikTok and it doesn't look that good. You get in there and it's a little small and stuff like that, and it's just like, but I'm not gonna sit there and it's like, oh, this is not how it is. No, the food was good as shit.
The food was good.
Yeah, was it like how was it on when I experienced it on a 1 minute and 30-second clip? No, it don't look like that. But it don't mean it looked bad, and it don't mean my experience was bad. Like it was just a little tight in there. But I'm not sit there and just say like, oh, this is a fucking they liars. Like, but the food was good all in all. Shout out to them.
I would send them.
Where you would send them at? See, you would send him somewhere you haven't been so he could critique it first, right? Or you would send him somewhere that you've been.
I haven't been to Asides.
You ain't been to Asides?
No.
I haven't been either.
I haven't been
I haven't been to fucking
I hear mixed reviews about it though.
Steak 48 or 38, whatever it's called.
48.
No, 38 is the fake one that Chaz
I've
been
been
by. Steak 38 is the fake
I've been
one.
to 38.
You haven't 38?
The one in Jersey?
You been to that one?
Yeah, I've been there.
Is it good?
It was hard.
That's the one
That's what he
Chaz been
said.
by.
Too. Chaz said he said it's
No,
there.
it was-
It's
it's
not
good.
bad.
He went out to Del Frisco. I said, damn, you at the 38? He talking about, no,
I love Del Frisco. Don't I don't know Del Frisco. No,
Yeah, Del
38
Frisco.
was all right. I did that. It was a while ago, but I went. They made the
But would
fucking
you send
salad
them
right in
like
front
that,
of you.
or like
Shit was
more
good.
like small business owned?
I would send them to a small business.
Like,
For sure
well, I
it's
wouldn't
small
send them to that spot that got that jerk chicken cheese. They said that shit.
What?
They said that's cat.
Where?
The spot in North.
Oh,
they came
shit.
all the way up from Baltimore to eat there. They said don't send them there. They gonna fuck them up.
Jerk feline.
They said it's
That
that
kitty.
cat. What's the cat
That jerk
that's
kitty.
that's brown with the black stripes? Whatever that one is. Why people don't know cat brands? Like brands of cats, like you know,
Like how they do dogs.
Yeah,
They do
like
dogs.
that's a rock. Oh, that's a
King Corso.
Yeah, that's a King Corso. That's a Pit. That's a Labradoodle. That's a Shih Tzu. That's a Yorkie. Why nobody know cats?
Bobcats, lions, tigers.
No, I'm talking about like
Alley
domestic
cat.
cats. Like, yeah.
We know Alley cat.
Yeah, like that brown and that. I feel like every store got that cat.
What, Alley
The,
cat?
the brown
dog?
one with the black stripes. That's at every store with the white on the stomach. Why we don't know cat species like that? I'm talking about cat. What I
Cat
say?
species. You said cat brands.
Cat brands. Yeah, I mean that's like me. I went to Miami and everybody hyped up. What was DJ College on? Finger licking or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just tell too many fucking people been there. Like it was just burnt out. Like the staff overworked. They getting people every second. Like as soon as the table clear out, somebody else coming to sit down.
That's like Raising Cane's. Like Raising Cane's here is ass.
Yeah, I don't ever.
It's not the same Raising Cane's that I've had before.
See, I don't like chicken fingers and shit though. That's all they got in there, right?
That shit is horrible. I went to the joint in Southwest. That shit
one on Island
was
Avenue?
trash. Yeah.
I think it'd be the hype behind stuff like that. Like,
I know when
it's
it
one
first
on,
opened, that
Temple
one on
too, right?
on
On
Walnut
University
Street.
City, yeah.
Yeah, that shit used to be the fucking
The
traffic.
line used to be around the
crazy.
corner. Yeah, people
Getting on
went
my
just
fucking
because
nerves.
people was
'cause
in
people
line.
talking
Like,
about it. Yeah. That's how the side is. But the fact that the side still has a line must mean it still be good.
Up there by on the boulevard. I ain't know what the fuck
Where
they was talking about.
crispy, crunchy chicken used to
Nah,
be
they
at.
just
At the gas station.
That's just all hype, bro. That's
Bro,
just
it's still a line though. It's been like a year and
it's
some
just
change.
viral.
People
bro.
doing TikToks and everything about it.
It's just viral. I think it's just catchy. I think people just tried it because it was catchy. It been out there for a while before it became viral.
I drove past it last night.
That's still a line?
It's still a line.
Wow.
They got like what's the
It's
names?
like 10 o'clock.
They got like rope lines. That's how long
It's a
it
rope,
is. Yeah.
I be wondering who be like making these businesses like vote. Like they say John Rose Pork has the best cheesesteak in Philly. So I had to revisit. Like I went like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I have to revisit it because I used to get bacon, egg, and cheeses from there. But I never got no cheesesteak from there.
cheesesteak from there.
I
That's what
tried that
everybody
shit
said
2 weeks
it.
ago. And that shit was not it. That shit
Well,
was not it.
it'd be the influencers like the boy Chase.
But that was
and stuff
what
like that.
Philly Magazine or whatever it is. They voted
No,
it.
they missed if you look up top cheesesteaks in Philly,
Yeah,
that's
Rose-
up there.
Yeah.
That shit was not it.
And I
Well, what's the
don't-
names up there?
Angelo's is that work.
I gotta go to Angelo's. I haven't
Angelo's
been
that because they make their own bread.
there. Yeah. But I've
What's
been
the
to
other one? Carmine's or something like that.
Yeah, Carmela's.
Carmela's. They
good.
said that's
Cafe
real
Carmela's
good.
shit. They good.
That's good.
They good. I would get, but John's Roast Pork does not have a good cheesesteak.
I think I'm cheesesteak out. I ain't had a cheesesteak in a long fucking time.
Nah, I get them, but I don't.
I get them every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
You know how you had something so many times? Like people come out of state. Like I never knew Philly's was that a cheesesteak was that like monumental to Philly.
Yeah.
Like you really go some other places and they don't make them
don't,
at all.
yeah.
They'll put
Or they
them on
make
like
them
2
raw.
slices of bread.
Yeah.
Like it's now that you
Put
see
a bunch
people,
of peppers on them and shit.
Yeah,
like that,
it's now that you see people from Philly like branching out and like making cheesesteak spots. But like someplace, I went to Atlanta, they had like a cheesesteak sandwich. I'm like, the fuck is this? Like,
They'll call it a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. That's how my cousin. Every time he come down, he from Florida. He'd take like 2-3 cheesesteaks home.
Exactly.
All right, boy.
You know what else? You know what else? Another thing people don't have water ice.
He take
Nah,
no.
they
He
have
can't
water
take
ice.
that home though.
No, a lot of places don't have
Oh.
water ice though.
What ice a Philly
mean,
thing?
It's a
No.
Philly thing. Like,
Nah,
for
they
the
have
most part.
Rita's in Maryland.
Do they?
No,
Yes, they have Rita's in Maryland.
they still. I used to
I'm
live out in
positive.
Maryland. All they had was snow combs. They would do snow combs.
I'm positive
They would do
They
the
said Rita's in Maryland?
shave
Rita's
ice.
in Maryland. They
It's in
have
Baltimore. Baltimore think
maybe
they
it might
Philly.
be Baltimore. I don't know,
They
but
think they Philly.
Baltimore
I asked my
is
cousin
South
out there and he
Philly.
said they because I
South
was
Philly.
The South is Philly.
the South is Philly. No, because I was thinking about this was like during the pandemic. I was actually thinking about opening buying into Rita's and then opening a franchise out in the DMV area.
Okay.
And I asked him, do they have a Rita's out there? And he said, yeah, they got.
Yeah, but a lot of places don't have stuff like that. Like soft pretzels too. That's a thing. Like just in like Philly for real. For real. Like you don't have them. Fucking nasty ass pretzels. I'm done with them too.
And that'd be the thing. We be burnt out all the shit that the
that's
tourists like.
original
Should be
to
regular,
us.
yeah.
It's regular to us. That's crazy.
But this what?
This is episode
6,
7 at a dip.
Dip.
We almost getting up to the year Hev was born. Yo. 3 more episodes. We had the year Hev
Where the
was
fuck
born.
we that?
One more episode.
Where the fuck we that? Listen, as long as you're in progress, you're not feeling, man. It's the dip. We out.
Yeah.